with the new Starlink on the van. You see, we got mobile Starlink now. That's why I've been live streaming here lately, is because I've been having problems with the internet. It's good to go now. But oh, wait till y'all see this video. Yeah. I've come out here, was gonna load up Muffin, put his ramps down, and instead of him using the ramps, he just jumps up in there, bypasses ramps totally. I don't guess I even needed them. He might need them to get out, but yeah, he just freaking loaded right up. Went right up right there, jumped right over him. I was like, man, what do I need? What am I doing? Why did I even need these ramps? You surprise me sometimes, Muffin. He surprises me. Oh, and y'all are gonna be happy to know, Wizard, the farrier come out. Not my usual farrier, a new one, and he did get Wizard trimmed, so he's good to go now. Um, yeah, I really appreciate him coming out and doing that. But yeah, yeah, I was surprised on how much he charged too. I mean, he reasonably priced, and he did a good job. Wizard seemed to like him. The horse flies wouldn't leave Wizard alone. I sprayed him again while he was getting trimmed, and they still going after him. It's hard to trim a horse whenever he's being bitten by horse flies. And them damn horse flies, what they'll do is they'll go for their junk, their balls. Yeah, you try trimming a horse whenever he's getting bit on the balls by horse flies. Y'all get to see some of that video too. I might do something about all these horse flies. I was hoping these little turkeys would take care of them, at least some of them, but I don't know. They're bad this year. You can see down there on Muffin. That's what they do. Hold on. Can I flip this? I think I can. Yeah. You can see right there. Look on that other side over there. That's where the horse flies have got a hold of him. And I just sprayed them yesterday. I don't know why they call them horse flies. They ought to call them ball flies. That's what they go after. That must suck getting bit down there. He's about finished up. Swear he eats fast. Hey, hey. See who all's on here. Essential oils and some water should help. Well, I've tried them before and they didn't seem to do any good, but I'll try it again. What kind of essential oils? Does it matter? I don't know. Maybe that was CBD oil I was putting on them. I don't know. I thought it was essential oils from Scotland. Oh, you're a ways away. The old Foxy, she's done ate. She's got to where she'll follow me around. Look. Oh yeah. Getting more friendly. Whenever I come in here to feed Wizard every day, I'll walk through and she wants to look in the bucket. Y'all get to see that too. She had her head buried in that bucket today. She wasn't even minding me too much. It's not gonna be long and I'm gonna be petting all over her. Oh, the first super chat. Job for 9. There you are. Yeah, I see I got that turned on today. I appreciate that. Daggone, dude. Yeah, I appreciate that. I see you donated some to the Cash App other day too, and I wanted to thank you. I hadn't got around to doing that yet, but I am gonna make a video and thank you for that. I really appreciate it. What you doing there, Muffin? You gonna come out? Oh, he's in there. He's enjoying it. I was gonna keep this a secret, but I'm thinking about taking him to Zaxby's tomorrow. It's a pretty good drive, but I don't know. We went for a really long drive yesterday. Oh, job for 9 again. There's your second. So whenever you donate, does it pop up like a super fan? Like after you've donated so much, how does that work? I've never had the super chat on before. Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you. Yeah, Brent was telling me about it. Said I need to get it turned on. Well, I got it figured out today. Got it on. I really do appreciate it. Job for 9. But yeah, it really helps out. Went and got another one of them fence latches too for up there. Cause my aunt is gonna put a Oreo in here, that goat I had. Well, the goat's finally gonna move out here to the pasture, I think. Because the goat is whooping up on the dogs she has. So she's gonna have to move her out here. So I've got the fences all fixed up so she can't get over there with Wizard because that would not be good. But I'm thinking about taking him to Zaxby's tomorrow. I think he'd like that. He's getting a little more used to his new van. He's enjoying it now. Muffin, I wished you had loaded up other day whenever I was trying to get you to load up without them ramps. Oh, hang on there, buddy. Hey, hold on. I gotta adjust these. That mat's down there. I think they're gonna slide. Let me get them adjusted. Hang on. There, it was on the mat. You're good to go. You gonna come out? I'll watch him, make sure these things don't slip. What are you doing, scratching? You gonna come out and go down here and check hers? You're good. I got them fixed. They're not gonna slide again. Good. Foxy, don't mess with that girl. Come on, I got them. You're good. There you go. Good boy. He's figuring it out. Where have you ever seen that before? You figured it out, didn't you, boy? See, I'm gonna give him some of these here treats. I'm reading these comments real quick. Where's everyone's comments? I don't know. I was wondering the same thing. I don't think we're lagging. Oh, if he's gonna push on me. Yeah, I think that'll be a fun video going over to Zaxby's. I think he'll get a kick out of that. My luck, somebody from Zaxby's, where I'm gonna take him, is probably on here. It's like, man, I hope he comes to our store. Here he is. Pull in there. He'll be like, oh, here he is. He's here. It's so bad to take him over to Chick-fil-A, but dang, that's a pretty good drive for me. I think somebody from Chick-fil-A was messaging me here on YouTube. They was wanting me to go right away, but I still had some stuff I had to get ready. I don't know. It could have been somebody trying to scam me. I don't know. Who knows? Where is everyone? Look at the chickens. I was live streaming on the book yesterday, the Book of Faces, and was out here and it started getting dark and the chicken coop door closed. See, who is that? Kimberly Williams. Thank you. This super chat's awesome. I didn't even know that that was something. But anyway, 3 of the chickens got locked out. And I was out here live streaming. They started cooing. Cause I don't know if y'all have ever had chickens, but if they get into stress, they'll make a different sound. It's like a coo kind of. So I went over and opened it up so they could get in. What are you over here doing, Muffin? He finds ways to entertain himself. When I'm out here, it's mainly pushing on me and loving on me. Yeah, thank you, Kimberly. I appreciate that. It had to be turned on in the settings, it popped up. I don't know how you do it on your side, I've never seen it before. It's something new to me. Heard her over rattling, I thought she was over rubbing on the paint. She's, bad to do that with them horns. I didn't too much mind with a Cadillac, but this one's gotta last. Muffin's got a bus now. Yeah, them damn horse flies. Really? Skin so soft from Avon. I might try that. We got a big Avon distributor here in town through Four Seasons. I might go over and get some. It's just all there is to it because nothing else seems to be working. Muffin would probably like some Avon Skin So Soft down there on his nether regions. He might like that a little better than that dang uh, chemical spray or whatever it is. Y'all use it? Yeah, y'all got a lot of mosquitoes in Alaska, no doubt. Went there years ago and golly, ain't never seen the likes of mosquitoes. Really, bug repellent. I'd go over and check. I'm sure they got it over at Four Seasons. They have everything like that. I've never seen it in Walmart or anything. But I want to check around. Them damn horse flies this year are terrible. I've never seen them this bad. Yeah, she is getting so tame. She's trying to take the bucket. He took it. She had her whole head buried up in there. Oh, there's job for 9. Where's your horse? He's right over here. He got trimmed today too. Yeah, I got a new guy that come out and trimmed him. Said he was over here. There he is. Hold on, I'll flip the camera here. There's Whizzer. Here, I can give him some treats real quick. Let me flip this back and I'll give him some treats. I'll give him some of them treats that were donated. Put 'em out there on the other side. Oh, I'm about to mess up. I get the treats out. Oh yeah, starting something now. Whole crew's gonna be following me now. I get this thing to lock on. There we go. Foxy, don't you mess with that camera now. Fence on. That fence is off. Now, Foxy, I don't think she really likes these. Oh, damn. Muffin strikes again. Yep, Muffin messed it up. Hang on. Hang on, Muffin. Dang, dude. Gotta watch him. Muffin does not take no for an answer. All right, maybe. Hold on, y'all. It's chaos out here. Take it, Foxy. Here, Muffin, you need them all. I can already see that. Here, Foxy. Well, you didn't even eat the one you had. Yeah, Foxy, she's not too big on these things. Picky anyway, though. Oh, they smell good. Here. Don't you go after that camera again. Muffin trying to go after that camera again. Trying to get this thing. He's all over it. What's going on? He done messed it up. You gotta watch him now. He sees a camera sitting there unattended. He's after it. Damn horse flies. Yeah, he wants them all. He wants all the attention and all the treats. Look at him. Now he's gonna get over here and pester Wizard. Wizard's like, leave me alone. You're gonna get us shocked. Which I think that's off. It better be off or I'm about to get shocked. Yeah, it's off. Yeah, he can operate the camera. He can operate it right into the ground. Look at him. He's always pushing, wanting to play. Ow. He's wanting to get me away from the horse is what it is. He don't want me around him. Yeah, thank you, Job. I appreciate all that, man. Thank you so much. Oh yeah, yeah. I've been monetized a couple months now on here. Yeah, I plan on doing a lot more live streaming now. The problem was why I hadn't been on in a while is something's going on with the internet. Well, I know what it was. All the neighbors were getting on my internet and I didn't have a password on it because family members come over and use it. So I didn't want to have to be running around putting passwords in. So I just left it no password. Well, everybody around here had free internet. And then finally, after the bandwidth was used up, Muffin, you got fresh water, dude. Quit drinking that nasty stuff. Take your lazy butt over and get some fresh water. Over here drinking that. Up here we go. He done messed up my gimbal. Yeah, this thing's all whacked out. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, they're family. They got on my internet and used it and run up the bandwidth. And then when I had turned it off, because I thought the modem was burnt out. And I turned it off and then my aunt comes over, she's like, it's really sad we're not gonna be able to be watching them videos anymore. And I was like, why is that? All because you turned the internet off. I was like, well, I thought all y'all had internet. We did. You had it, so we just figured we'd use yours. Okay. Well, that's awesome. So what I did was I went and got a Starlink to go up here. And now got a Starlink. And I had a battery, one of those Anchor battery box or battery bank, whatever it's called, ordered. It was a scam. Yeah, on eBay. Got scammed. They didn't send it. So I had to go and get just a portable what the heck are them things called? I don't know. You know what it is. It's converter or whatever. 110 converter. But I think that eBay is going to cover that battery bank. It says it's been delivered, but it's funny. It was delivered to Security Bank. The seller was like, "Oh no, it's been delivered." It says delivered in Paris. It's like, yeah, it was delivered in Paris, but I called FedEx and it was delivered to Security Bank and it wasn't a battery bank neither, and it went to somebody else. So they just hijacked something, changed the shipping number to because it was coming to Paris, so it looks like it's been delivered, but it hasn't. So yeah, they was trying to rip me off, but I brought that to eBay's attention and they're taking care of it. Just might take a few days. And he messed his gimbal up. It is doing all kinds of weird stuff. Oh yeah, eBay's really good about it. I was a seller on there for 13 years. Yeah, 13 years, and I'm pretty familiar with all that stuff. So they tried to scam the wrong person. I appreciate that. House broke in 83. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, Brent, he's been daggone. He messed his gimbal up. I think I'm about to reset it. Maybe I can do it without being interrupted here. I'll have to. Let this thing reset. Yeah, it's all jacked up. Muffin, thank you for that, bud. Let's try it again. All right, it's gonna get all wonky here until it resets. There we go. After he hit it, it had to recalibrate. See if he jumps back up in there. He's thinking about it. Yeah. Yeah, y'all gonna get to see the video of him jumping up in there without the ramps. I set him up there and then he just bailed up in there and jumped clean over them. I'm just like, why'd I even get the ramps if you're gonna do that? But I think he can get up in there without them. It's just getting down. He doesn't like to step down, so he probably still needed them. Wizard likes Muffin. Yeah, Wizard wants to fight with Muffin. That's all that's about. Yeah, if Wizard could, it would not be good for him to get over there. Because them two, they look like they're playing, but they're not playing. It gets pretty serious. Wizard would hurt him if he was over there. Yeah, it's they might start out playing, but it doesn't end playing because they'll draw blood if they're left to their little game there, and he'll be the one to get hurt because he doesn't know when to back down. He thinks he's bigger than what he is. Yeah, to be 20 years old, Wizard is very feisty. Yeah, the new farrier, he liked him. He come out and trimmed his hooves, and he's like, "Man, he doesn't look no 20 years old. He looks nice and healthy." Yeah, he liked Muffin. He'd never seen him before. He couldn't get over how small he was. But I've got some more video of where we went out. The heck is that? Oh, Foxy's found a new broom. I got her a new broom over here to rub on. She's over here hollering about it. Does Wizard like his hooves being trimmed? Not really. He allows it to happen, but he's not too crazy about it. He doesn't like to stand still. Let's go over here. Foxy found her new scratching post broom. I put that up today. She gonna quit if I get over here close, I bet. I bet Muffin hasn't seen that yet. Muffin needs to visit Rufus. Well, maybe one day that'll happen. I know Brent's got a lot going on. We have been talking, and he wants to get on here and live stream with me some because for a while he wasn't even getting on YouTube and live streaming. But I was telling him he needed to, and he finally decided to do it, and he likes it now. He's like, "Oh man, I should have been doing this a long time ago." I told you. But yeah, I think we're gonna get on here and live stream some. Maybe get to take him over. I don't know. Then again, it kind of comes back to if Muffin has something, some sickness or something I don't know about, I wouldn't want to take him around Rufus, and him catch it, or vice versa. Because that's one thing when you go to introducing. Usually, whenever you're bringing a new herd of cattle in, you try to quarantine them from your herd, which it probably wouldn't be good for Muffin to meet Rufus, on the same turf anyway. It'd probably be through a fence. My first name's Matt. See, I'm looking at all these doing. Really scratching his butt on the grill. He's always finding a scratching spot. I got him a brand new scratching post over here with a new broom on it. And this is what he chooses. He's like, well, I paid for it. I can scratch on it. I guess you can. You'll pay for a new grill too, won't you? If you break it. He's so cool. Look at him. Oh, his tail's getting stuck. All right. Going back through these comments. How did I find Muffin? Out of all places, where I found Muffin was on the Book of Faces. I was on Marketplace one night and somebody posted, and you ain't supposed to do that on there. You ain't supposed to post animals, but that's where I found him. I seen him and immediately got a hold of the girl and was like, yeah, I'll come tomorrow and get him. He's awesome. Because I was looking for some little miniature Herefords. I wanted to actually raise these little Herefords. And then all that happened with my salvage yard deal. So that got put on hold. But I would like to get some more of them. I don't think I'll be selling them. I just want them as pets. And then, since I couldn't get some more Herefords, because I don't know if you ever priced any of these little miniature Herefords, they are not cheap. They are very expensive and hard to find. And I got Foxy so he wouldn't be alone. He needed somebody out here with him. So a little Dexter, she'll keep him company, and they'll probably have some pretty cool little babies. They're not going to be a full-blooded Herefords, and a lot of breeders and stuff, that are raising cattle, they're kind of mad that I'm doing this, but it's like, well, it's not your cow, so you ain't got to worry about it. It's like, I don't want him to be alone, and she was about to end up in a freezer, so it worked out for the best. She's got a home, and he's got a friend. And now they both got good homes. And I'm happy I got her now. You had a salvage yard and a farm? That's basically what I have. I had a salvage yard. I sold ATV parts, mower parts, basically everything. My grandfather, he always said there's a dollar in everything. You just got to know how to get to it. So I opened up my own salvage yard and I'd pull out stuff on eBay. And that's what I did for, I guess, 13 years, probably more than that. But yeah, that's what I did. Hold on, I'm getting a voicemail. Brent, he got a second phone so he wouldn't get interrupted by calls. I think I might have to do that. But do I ride Wizard? No, I don't ride him anymore. I used to. Then I got hurt real bad on him, so I don't ride him anymore. Anyway, yeah, that's what happened. That salvage yard I was buying from sold out to a big corporation. They stopped everybody from buying the public from buying from them. So it was either start buying on my own or find something else to do. So I had Muffin, and I really didn't know what I was going to do. And my buddy's like, well, he likes to ride around with you. Just video that. He's awesome. So that's what I did. And it worked out. Lord has a plan. We might not know it at the time, but it all works out one way or another. And it was just all chance that I got him. I mean, the way I see it, there's a plan all along, and I just wasn't seeing it. I thought that was the worst thing ever, losing that salvage yard deal. But turns out it's the best thing that ever happened. Everything worked out, didn't it, Muffin? Yes, it did. And Muffin gets to spend time with me. I get to spend time with these animals. give them the attention they need. It's awesome. Yeah, I'm in Tennessee. No, I'm not in Arkansas. I'm in Tennessee. Oh yeah, he's been with me ever since he was little. Well, there when he was little, growing up, he didn't have anybody else but me. So he was with me all the time. And when I was doing my salvage, he would stay in the shop with me. And I had Great Danes, and so I still had the Great Dane dog door. He would use the dog door, the great for the Great Danes. And he'd come in there in the shop and I fixed him a pallet in there and he just stayed with me all the time. So yeah, that's probably why he is the way he is. He's just always been with me. Oh yeah. Yeah, and he spent a lot of time with my other dogs too. The little I've got a little lab mix and then I had Bo. He's the one that passed away and he spent time with them and Brandy. So yeah, he grew up with dogs and they like to ride. So I guess he might have picked up on how they were acting. I don't know. But as far as riding in vehicles, I never taught him any of that. He just from day one, he was just ready to go. Yeah, you get blessings every day. You just might not even know it at the time. Everything seems to work out though. Might sometimes it's not the way you want it to work out, but it always works out. And sometimes it is the way you want it to work out. You just don't know it at the time that that's the way you want it to work out. You'd have told me I'd be riding around with a bull. Hell, even 2 years ago, I'm like, nah, nah, that ain't on the bingo cards. Here it is. Now, so you have a 4-year-old golden retriever. So her name is Bocephus Owens. That's awesome. I'm going down these comments. Yeah, they eat more chicken. I don't know if you're familiar with Chick-fil-A and that commercial with the cows. It just seems so fitting. The cows up there with they eat more chicken and they spell it wrong, which I think yeah, it's right on here. Yeah. I thought the camera might be flipping it. I think it is. Let's do this. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that camera flips everything, that forward facing. But yeah, that's how the cows had it spelled in the commercial when they was holding them signs up. So that's what I did. I just thought it was cool. Yeah, I think old Chick-fil-A's wanting me to go to one of their stores because somebody was contacting. They said they were from Chick-fil-A and they want me to go to one of their stores and interact with folks, but I don't know. There's people saying there's something all the time, so you don't know who to believe and who not to believe. Oh yeah, yeah, I like these animals. Funny thing is, years ago I used to be a meat processor, but it wasn't for me. I was good at it, but yeah, it's not something I wanted to do. I'd much rather have them as pets, which I eat meat. Don't get me wrong, I like beef, but these are my pets. These are going to get a pass, yes, they are. And their babies too, because I'll have to keep all them too. Yeah, I do. I guess I'll just have a whole herd like Brent of these little ones. I'll tell you what, though, he's got his hands full now. Rufus chasing him from tree to tree. I'll tell you what, it's entertaining now. Oh, Muffin, you shedding, boy. Let's get that comb back out. Oh, yeah. I like old Rufus and Redford and his whole crew. I think Redford's a little wilder than Rufus, from what I'm hearing. I got some buddies that would probably try to jump on him and ride him if he'd let them. I bet old Rufus, boy, he wouldn't go for that. He'd probably smash them in the ground. I could just see him standing there like, "Yeah, you try that. You get on me, see what happens." He's like, "I'll show you what a bucking bull is." Yeah, they stole all of his accounts and locked him out, tricked him, and he thought he was gonna go on with the news crew, and yeah, they locked him out of his account. See, I've had people contacting me saying they're with this news agencies and stuff. But what I did is I called National News myself and they're like, "No, we didn't contact you." It's like, "That's what I thought." So yeah, I'm going and double checking before I allow anybody. It's like, well, if they don't know about it, it must be a scam. There's just so many people out there trying to scam you, and you can't take nobody for what they're telling you right there to your face. You got to go and check with the actual source before you do anything. You go and call the actual news agency because they give you a number of these people contacting. They'll give you a number and everything. You're like, call this number. It's like, no, I think I'll call the number on the website. You tell them I'm calling if you got to tell somebody because I want to make sure. Well, Muffin, don't you bail up in there like you did a minute ago. Use that ramp. You know how to use it. He knows how to use it. He's just going to sit there. He's not here. Let me set it down a little lower for him. He likes it on the low step if he's going to do it. Don't you jump on it like I'm a fan. There. Is that better? Can you use it now? It's lower. It's lower. Yeah. Of course, he has to go in through the side. Let me look at you. Yeah, you're all right. Just dumped your toe. Muffin, you got to go in like this, bud. Got to go straight in, man. I'm going to get a lead rope on him and show him how to do that again. He always tries to go in from the side. I wish he wouldn't do that. Maybe I ought to just move it. Let him go up in there without it. Oh, he's in there trying to get in the treats. He's got them too. Look at him. Oh boy. Oh boy. He had them too. Here, I better give him some. He loaded up, so he needs a treat. Hold on a minute. I'll look at these comments. I gotta get him some treats. You gonna sit here and eat them all, ain't you, big boy? They just disappearing one after another. All right, you've had enough, man. You don't need no more. I know you'll eat that whole bag if I let you. Yeah, he's a big old baby. Yeah, he's ready. Hey, you're not getting the rest of them treats, big boy. Don't mess with the Starlink now. Here, here, let me get this thing set up in case he wants to come out. It's got to be on the top. You're a full-time job. And you use them darn ramps, boy. That's what they're there for. You're trying to pump out on the side. There. Sit here and watch him. You're going to figure this out on how to do it right. he's not gonna get real big. He's full grown. Did I upload the video on his weight? I think I did. Maybe I'll do that tonight. I did get him weighed. Um, he's 200 or 200, 810 pounds. I've been saying 900. I think the last time I took him into Cadillac, something was going on with their scales at the salvage yard because 800 and, that sounds closer to what I think he should weigh, but I don't think he's going to get any bigger. I believe he's full grown now. Does Wizard, does Muffin like the apple horse treats like Redford? Oh yeah. Yeah, that's what he was just eating was them horse apple treats. And he's also got these down here he likes. He likes a carrot, he likes apple, he likes any kind of horse or cow treat, he gonna eat it. He's not picky. And taste, look at him. That's his favorite right there. That's hers too. She's coming up here. Let me get Foxy one. I done it now. There you go. Now you can't have all them. You've had plenty of treats, big boy. Don't mess. Hey, don't unplug that. Leave that alone. That's not food. He's trying to mess with that Starlink connection. All right, Muffin. Hey, leave it alone. You're all up in top of everything now. Guess I might put you back down here. Now don't mess with him. Gotta watch him. He'll grab that Starlink connection if I let him. He's thinking he can get down there to them treats. We'll see if he comes down here. I'll try to see if he'll come in. Nothing. Come down right here. Just walk down it. Don't jump out. Just walk. Just like normal. I know. Here. Just walk down the ramp. There you go. I'll even hold it so it don't fall. You feel it? It's not moving. Come on, just walk down. Look, just walk down. I know, but you can't jump out like that. So I'm scared him. Scared you, didn't it? When you tried jumping in sideways, you can't go in from the side. You gotta go straight up. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get your halter on and show you, I think. Daggone it, Foxy. Foxy done got the phone again. It might have cracked the screen. Yeah, it cracked the screen. That sucks. Gotta have eyes in the back of your head out here with them. I guess it messed the mic up too. All right, is the mic working now? I think it is. Yeah, that messed it up big time. Muffin. Muffin. Hey, 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 no, 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 no. Don't mess with the Starlink. All that's off limits to you. Yeah. Yeah, he's scared to come down now because he hopped up in it sideways and smacked his foot. He always tries to come in and go in from the side, and he can't do that. You got to come straight out. I'm trying to show him right now. Come on, straight down. There you go. There you go. There you go. See, he wants to go off the side. You can't go off the side, big boy. You got to come straight out. I might have to work with you on that. Yes. See, needs to get two. Here you go. I know. Let me give Wizard one. Ow. Here. There you go. Here, don't knock that over again. That thing's had a. There it goes again. That Gimbal is lucky to be alive. That thing has been through the ringer with these cows. Man, what breed is Foxy? She's a Dexter. Yeah, she's a full-blooded Dexter. Let me check out the hardware here. All right, I'm gonna try to set this gimbal back up. Hang on, here we go. See if it resets. All right, there we go. The gimbal's tougher than the phone. All right. Yeah, old Wizard, he is a good. Look at her. She doesn't need a bail off in there. Now, Foxy, and you need to quit, girl. Oh, yeah, that gimbal has took a walloping. Everything's all out of alignment. Hey, get the damn horns off that truck. Hey, Foxy, you get them horns off of there now. Little pointy things. Might have to put some tennis balls on the end of them things. All these pointy horns. Do I have any other animals? Well, I have a goat, but my aunt has the goat. She got attached to her and didn't want to give her back, but she is going to put her out here in the field. The goat's trying to beat up on her dog, so she's going to have to put him out here. Oh, and I got chickens too and turkeys. Go over here and they'll probably follow me over here. I don't know, Muffin, he's pretty lazy. Yeah, I got some chickens and turkeys. There's one of the turkeys and one of the chickens. They're little right now. I was live streaming yesterday on the Book of Faces, and some of the turkeys and chickens got locked out. The door, I got it set and it automatically closes. Well, where that light shines out, they's out here where the light was shining and the door closed, and I had to go over and manually open it so they could get in. Oh yeah. Foxy's just getting to be so friendly. She must be going to get her some water. She's into everything. She sees that phone, she's on top of it. And so is Muffin. Cows don't make very good cameramen. Round out her horns. I think they could be, but I hear it's pretty painful on them. I probably won't do that. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave them alone. The only time I would ever have their horns trimmed is if it's like something that's life threatening, like they're bending and growing into them or something, or whenever they're little. You know, like Muffin, he should have had horns, but I had him hold when he was little. And it's a real simple procedure. They actually did surgery. I didn't let them burn him because some of them they'll go in there and they'll burn them buds. But him, I had them use anesthesia on him on his He wasn't put to sleep. He was still standing, but he didn't feel it. He didn't even flinch. They just went in here and there were some little buds. They look like just little buds. And they just go in there and just cut them out and then sew it back up right there. And then they don't have horns. But the only reason I had that done is because I had a bull with horns and he tore up everything in the pasture. And if they got horns, they're going to use them. That would not be good. Even these little ones, they'll use them. So I didn't know what kind of personality he was going to have because he was so small. So I just went ahead and had him polled. I need some merch. I'm looking into it. I don't have that kind of money yet to invest in that big purchase because it's merch is not cheap, especially to get all the different sizes and all that. But I do have designs already ready. But I am gonna get some merch coming. It might be a couple months. It just depends on how the videos do and the kind of revenues coming in. But I've already got shelves and everything set up for merch. Just waiting on the money now. Already got the designs and everything ready. It's just, when you order that merch, you're talking $15,000 or more for shirts to get the minimum of what you got to buy. And I don't want to get any crappy shirts, something that's going to be messing up on you the first 3 or 4 times you wash them. I'd like to actually have some decent ones. Look at fourth walls. I'll look at them. I'll check it out. But then again, like I might talk to some people that's had their merch before because I don't want to get like shirts and stuff that's going to fall apart. I don't want to do that. I want them to be kind of quality shirts. So it's going to make them more expensive, but they're not going to come apart the first 3 or 4 washings. Because have bought merch from other um, places and they had cheaper merch. It didn't last. Like probably got to wear the shirts 3 or 4 times, and you're talking like a $30 shirt. You get to wear it 3 or 4 times, it kind of ticks you off. So I don't want to be one of those. I want you to get what you pay for and be able to actually use it. You would wear a hoodie? Yeah, I'm gonna look into getting that stuff. I'll definitely do it. I had some designed with wizard on them too. I thought were pretty cool. Really? Yeah, I might have to look into all these places. I've been talking to local people, so they're probably a little higher than everybody else. But then again, you can sit there and hold what you're going to be buying. You can look at it and examine it. When you're buying online, you can't see what you're getting. I like to look and actually see what I'm getting, make sure they fit good. Because if I don't like them, I know everybody else ain't gonna like them neither. Just checking that bucket. Yeah, she doesn't ride in the car. She gets nervous. I don't think she'll ever be able to. And them little horns right there, she'd be poking holes all in the ceiling. But as far as her riding in a vehicle, I don't see that happening. She's as soon as them doors close, she's looking for an exit, and most of the time it's a window that's not open. She just sees light and she's like, I'm going towards the light. Muffin, he gets in a vehicle and he understands what it's all about. Her, not so much. I'm reading these comments. Yeah. I was talking to people Duncan that has the hog. I don't know if y'all have ever seen Duncan, but he's a hog. He paints and everything, and they give him treats and stuff. People send him stuff to try, and it's pretty cool. But apparently, they make their own merchandise. They've got their own printing machine, and they do their own logos and stuff. Yeah, they sent me one of them. I got it in there in the shop. Yeah, they're the one I got on the van back here, along with Rufus and yeah, Brent. He sent me that right there. He sent me that logo right there to put on here. And there's the Duncan crew, and then Weedican Farms, and then Dakota Funny Farms. Which all of these, that right there, the QR codes, that would actually take you to the talk. I should have done it all for YouTube, but I didn't. I'm reading these comments. How old was Foxy when I got her? I think she was going on a year old, maybe a little more. She was basically full grown. I mean, her horns have grown a lot since I've had her, but as far as her size, I don't think she's really changed any in size. She has that chondro gene. It's like she's a miniature, actually a miniature of, daggone it. My mind's under a blank. Damn, I can't even remember what I was trying to say. Do that all the time. She's not a dang zebu. Muffin. I wasn't trying to tell him I'd be able to remember it. Yeah, she's actually a miniature. She's got a chondro gene. And the breeders of that certain breed of cattle, they don't want that because they can come out as a bulldog dwarf. And she's a Dexter. I don't know why I didn't think about that. Mind drew a blank. I'm tired. But she's a Dexter and she's got that chondro gene. And it's like a dwarfism gene. She's not necessarily a dwarf herself. She does have shorter legs than a normal Dexter, but if she breeds with another Dexter with that same gene, they will have what is a daggone. It's a big old hornet. They'll have what's called like a bulldog dwarf, and it'll come out and it could be deformed and everything else. So they were just going to eat her. But the good thing about it is Muffin is a miniature Hereford, but he does not carry that gene. So she can breed with him and won't have to worry about that. It'll be normal. So yeah, it worked out for the best. And it was good too because she's smaller than a regular Dexter, so she's actually able to be compatible with him. She's not way bigger and taller than him because he's got a little bit short legs. He's not very tall. She's perfect. He's like a little dash hound of bulls. The dash hound Hereford. No, thank you. Yeah, it does the job. It's definitely big enough. A little more than I wanted to spend, but I had to get something that was going to last and be big enough. That thing only had 60,000 miles on it. That's nothing for a Nissan. Yeah, it's a 1 ton too. That's a 1 ton truck. It's heavy duty. It's actually more heavy duty than my F-250. It gets probably about 8 miles to the gallon. Yeah. I'm going back through these comments. I know I missed some. Hey, there's a lot of comments. Yeah, coffee mug. Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah. Saying get it, wizard. You're saying the same thing at home. I tell you what, he speeds up too whenever you tell him to get it. He puts that head down, he goes to digging. Just stickers. Yeah, start out with just stickers, and then we're working up to the t-shirts. Well, see, I'm still doing some of the salvage stuff, like the salvage business, until all my stock is gone. That's when I'll stop that, and hopefully some of that will help pay for it. So, really, I'd kind of be taken away from that because I can actually make more on that than just stickers. So, I'm trying to work, right to the shirts and get something that isn't going to take up a lot of time to be shipping. You know what I'm saying? And actually have a little bit more of a profit margin. 'Cause I'm trying to invest my time where it's best utilized, is what I'm trying to say. It's not always all about the money, but whenever you're trying to buy all this merchandise and keep everything going, it's still a necessity. Personally, I could care less about the money. It's just you gotta have it. I'm happy with what I got right here. I would like to have them a barn though. That'd be cool. I think they would like a pretty nice barn. Yeah, Duncan. I see somebody new Duncan. Actually, I sent Duncan and them other day. They didn't even know, well, they was wanting to put something. They got a travel trailer for their pig, and they were wanting something because I put them on the van. So they're wanting something with me on it to put on theirs so they could do the same for me. But I didn't have anything like as far as any kind of a image or anything made up that had my QR code. And I was getting kind of low on money, but I had another one of these with them on it. So I just sent them that and it's like, here you go. Here's your QR code. And you can advertise everybody on here and have that same decal for your van. So, or travel trailer. So I sent that to them. They didn't even know it was coming until I guess they get notified whenever somebody ships something their way and they call me like, did you send something? I was like, yeah, I sent you a decal. You said you was wanting something with me on it. Well, I had the stuff from yours where I put it on mine, so I sent you the rest of it. So you'll have your own QR code too. I just didn't have the money to go up there and be making up more QRs with mine and my art and stuff on it. Maybe in the future I can do that though. Muffin reminds you of a dog. Muffin, would you quit drinking that water, dude? Come on, follow me. Hey, Muffin, follow me. Come on. You got fresh water over here. Come on. Come on. Come here. Dude, come on. Muffin, come on. He is hard headed. Think he's a little bit lazy too. He don't even want to walk from there to right there and get his fresh water. He'd just rather go to the closest water, and that's in that hole. I blowed out a tire on the tractor yesterday, and it's in the shop getting fixed. But as soon as I get it back, I am putting the darn potato plow on it, and I'm cutting a ditch down through there to drain that so they can't drink out of it. That's nasty. Yeah, he's hard headed. Daggone it, Muffin. Won't do no good. Do I have a mineral block? Yeah, right over there. There's not much of it left, but that white thing, that's the mineral block. That's next on the list. Wizard still got his. There's Wizards right there. I got them at the same time, and apparently the cows are using it more because right there it is. Yeah, if I'm wanting Muffin to do something that's good for him and healthy, he doesn't want to do it. If it's involving sugar and all that stuff, he wants it. If it involves walking, he doesn't want to do it. If it involves riding, he's all for it. Muffin. Kidding. Now he's gonna back up to the fence and scratch. Yeah, he's like a mule. He's stubborn. Only thing about it is we get out and go somewhere and then he gets out. If he decides he doesn't want to go right then, like if he wants to, wherever he's at and he's enjoying it, like if let's say if we go down to the creek and we're walking the creek, he enjoys that. He's not going to want to leave until it's dark. So if I get ready to leave, getting him back in the van is going to be a chore. Because if he don't want to go yet, he'll stand there like a mule. He's like, I ain't going. You think a golden retriever getting mad, not wanting to go home and laying down's a big deal? Wait until they see Muffin. Yeah, you ain't moving him. When he gets ready to go, that's when he'll get up and go in there. And if he's up here taking a nap, like oh, I appreciate that. Who was that? Kimberly Williams, 99757. Thank you. Towards another mineral block. Well, I'll go get one tomorrow. You'll be seeing one in the videos. New one. I'll put that on the list for tomorrow. But yeah, when we go somewhere, like yesterday, I had to take that stuff to the dog pound. Well, Muffin was out here sleeping. I had to wait till he gets up. I can't interrupt him. He won't want to go if I interrupt him. I gotta wait for him to get up and then see him come up here. And once he gets up here around his little area, he's ready to go. But if he's down yonder in the barn sleeping, he ain't gonna come down here for me. It's when he gets ready. No, not when he's tired, he won't. You can break out the treats. If he's tired and he's been down there sleeping, it's just like waking up a moody kid, like, and they don't want to go to school. That's the way he is. Even if you got treats, he just like looks at you. He's like, I ain't doing that yet. I'm not hungry right now. I like to video that because he is. That's the way he is. When he gets out of bed, no, he needs a minute to come around. See, VIP auction group for, oh, I appreciate that. Yeah. Like I said, I'll go get him one tomorrow. That should be enough for a mineral block. I don't think they're that expensive. They might have went up. I don't know everything. I know the sweet feed's gone up. I was getting that stuff for $9 and it's gone up to I seen 15.99 at Tractor Supply right now in Paris, Tennessee. Ridiculous. But I'm gonna match it with Union City. They do that price matching. They're usually always like $4 cheaper. Love that shirt option. Yeah. Brent was talking about doing an energy drink because I got a buddy that's into the energy drinks and stuff, Brian, and he's doing that Notch 8 energy. Well, Brent seen it and he was wanting to do a Rufus like the big cans and then Muffin like the little cans. So I don't know. I know getting into those energy drinks, you want to talk about expensive, getting all that set up. Man, I bet Brian spent at least 140,000 trying to get all that formulated. It is, yeah, it's nothing like shirts. You got to send all that off, have it formulated, and then all these taste testings and lawyers and to make sure that everything's the way it should be and it's not going to hurt somebody. Then you got to have lawyers and insurance in case something does happen. Yeah, it's not like selling shirts, that's for sure. I told Brent he needed to talk to Brian and find out about that because I just know what he's told me, and there's a lot to it. But it would be cool to have a Muffin and Rufus drink. He was saying like like red. I can't even say it. I'll probably get like copyright infringement or something. But the red. It's like yeah, we got the red. Have the red little can and the big can. We can call it a white-faced bull. I don't know. Mini me and I don't know, we can come up with something. Be kind of cool though. I bet it would actually sell pretty good. Give you some of that bull energy. Looks like a brown propane tank. He sure does. He waddles like one too. He looks like a whiskey barrel with legs waddling across there. He's a friendly whiskey barrel with legs though. Look at him. He knows I'm talking about him. Yeah. It's about to get dark on us. It's about to get dark on us, Muffin. Let me sit down here with you for a minute. Yeah, that's what you want. That is what you want. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's the spot right there. That's it. Oh yeah, Muffin. Yeah, I guess he does love me. He sure does act like he acts like he does. Now he gonna come over here and lay his head on me. Wiggle them ears. That's how you know he's happy right there when he starts wiggling them ears. When they start doing that. What you want to play now? Yeah, I know. My aunt, she's terrified of him. He got after her out here one day. I didn't even find out about that till just the other day. But that's one thing with a bull or a cow or any of them. You run from them, you're scared of them. They know it. And they will get after you. I don't think he was trying to get her or anything. He just playing. He thought she was playing when she took off running. He gonna chase after her because she said he was bouncing sideways with his feet up in the air. It's like, well, he was playing if he was doing that. She's getting on up her in age, so I told her she don't need to be in here anyway. You gotta do something. Let me know, and I'll go in there with you. Cause he is strong. He get up here pushing on her, and he's strong. He doesn't realize it. He push you down, not even trying. I'm reading these comments. How did Muffin get his name? My brother's little girl named him, and I just went along with it. He's like the Muffin Man because he lays muffins. It's like, well, I'm really cow pies, but you can call them muffins. And he kind of looked like a muffin when he was little, I guess. But I went along with it because I thought it's kind of funny. It's like, well, what do bulls like? What are they going to be chasing? The Muffin Man. It works. I thought it was hilarious. Old Muffin Man, the bull gonna be getting it. Gonna be getting them muffins, ain't you, Muffin? You getting serious? Hey, dirty deeds. You can tell dogs. Oh yeah, yeah. You can tell he was around dogs. Yeah, he's very good natured. But most of these Herefords are, they got a good demeanor about them. There's that Whitey and what's that other one? Junior, Whitey and Junior, I think. There's two other bulls, but they're big Herefords, and they seem to have pretty good personalities too. They're real gentle. I think it's Whitey and Junior Farms, but I think they use theirs to help. Um, the proceeds go to help funding a pantry, like a food pantry, which I think that's pretty cool. I try to always like their videos and stuff if I see them. I don't know if they're on here or not. They're on TikTok. watching from northern Italy. I had a buddy that was from Italy, Tony DeVito, and also Walter Gaddy. He was a big deal. Walter was a bridge designer. I worked for him for a few years. Yeah, he was a big deal. He had a jet and everything. He was actually in that what is it, Starfighters, Italian Air Force. It's I don't know. He took them people up in the upper atmosphere and flew them in them Mach whatever jets. I don't know, Starfighters, what they called them. Yeah, yeah. It's getting dark fast. Yeah, I think every time I see Brent on, he's still got light around this time right now. I don't think it gets dark around his place till about 9. He lived in Sicily for 3 years. Yeah, I've seen a bunch of videos and photos and stuff. That Walter was going to take me over sometime and let me ride with him because he had a private jet, but he passed away, so never did get to go. But that was always them nights. I go over. See, I worked on his farm. I was his mechanic, and he had a. It was like a farm here. His actual house was in Florida, but he'd fly here, and he had like a. I don't know. It was a farm. It was just like a deal. If something hit the fan, that's where he was going to come. He had a runway and everything, and I serviced his trucks and stuff and kept everything up. But yeah, he was going to take me there to Italy and show me around and stuff. Take me on a jet since I'd never flown before, but that didn't never happen. But when he was telling me, it would be one of them nights when they're all sitting around drinking on that wine. Well, I'll tell you what, they get tore up too. There's a few nights out there they got pretty tore up. He's pretty cool though for a multi-millionaire. He's pretty cool. He wasn't he wasn't arrogant or anything. If you seen him out anywhere, you wouldn't even know it. He'd just be wearing old rundown clothes and stuff, old shoes. He didn't dress up unless he's going to the office. But he's a pretty cool dude. In Paris, Tennessee. Yep. You volunteer at the Christian Food Bank every Tuesday. Well, that's good. Oh yeah. Yep. I don't want to be anywhere else other than right here. I'm happy right here. Looking to see if that coop's still open. It is. Hadn't closed yet. I know when I was working over at that farm, they would have loved to have one of them automatic coops that open and stuff. They wasn't them coops wasn't them doors wasn't the way they are now. Now they're pretty precise. Those back whenever I was working over there, they didn't work very well. They had a couple and they never would work as they were supposed to. But them things have come a long way. Them Run Chicken, that's the brand I got on their coop over here. Let me switch cameras. That'll give you a little more light. It's still open. I got like a hour delay on it, so all the chickens can get in because they seem to stay out a little late. They're going in right now. Go over here and look at it. See, Muffin, he just stays right with me. As long as I'm out here, he's right pretty close. He stays right up here with me. See if all them chickens are in. They're getting there. Yeah, that thing should be closing in about 30 minutes. I think I'm gonna have to move that light. See how that light's shining out here? As long as there's light, a chicken will come out. But when it gets dark, chickens can't see. I mean, they're basically blind. If there's not light, they're basically blind. That's why they automatically go to the coop. But they got it made in there. Hey, from Georgia. Oh, you're up there around Duncan. That's where Duncan crew is in Georgia. Yeah, Muffin identifies as a canine. I think he does. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's never known anything else. He's always been loved. He's always been petted on. I couldn't imagine somebody taking him into a sale barn or something. He'd be lost. I definitely can't imagine him being eaten and being sent through one of them places. I can't even imagine it. I know it's never gonna happen as long as I'm around. Yeah, he's just a big old baby. Where's Foxy? He's standing right next to her. You can't see her, can you? Yeah, she's over there. It's done got dark. She's blending in. Might be able to walk over here. Yeah, we're about out of light. When I get this new battery bank, I've got a bunch of lights I'm gonna hook into it out here, so I'll be able to go later. There she is. You can see her outline. I don't know if any of y'all, oh, look at him. Muffin does not want her around me. He wants all the attention, wants her to stay back. I don't know if y'all are familiar with Dakota Funny Farms, but she's got an Angus and she gets out there and videos her sometime at night. She got a cow that gets on the porch. But anyway, she ended up getting some, I don't know what they are. They're some kind of LED lights, and she put them on her legs and stuff, and all you can see is the lights going across her yard. And it's pretty neat though. Like disco lights or something, but they're like bracelets, and she put them on her all four of her legs and then one around her neck. And she's lit up going across the yard. It looks like, I don't know. At night, it just looks like they're out there floating across the yard, them lights. If I ever get to where I can get a hold of Foxy, I might end up putting some of them on her. Muffin might not like it. Well, I think I'm gonna have to get everything put away. You can't see her? She was over there. I can see her on my side. When is my next live? Probably tomorrow. I don't know. I'm gonna talk to Brent and see when he's gonna get on. Maybe we can get on together. Let me get everything put away here. It's not. You enjoyed it? Here, let me get this phone off this tripod. Yeah, I'm gonna do a split screen live. Brent's been wanting to go on with me. He's been talking about it, but my internet's been all screwed up. I just now got reliable internet. As you can see, I got Starlink on the van now. So I should be able to be going on live quite a bit now. There's Foxy right there. You can't really see her, but she's standing there. I think this van is full of freaking mosquitoes. I'll sit here and go through some of these here comments. See if I can get some lights on. There we go. Can you see her? She's right there. Hold on. Got a light over here, I think. I might have put it over there in the other door. There's a small light. There she is. Yeah, she's over cleaning her feet. Still Muffin hit the truck. I think Muffin just hit the truck. I felt it move. Hold on. See if he's behind it. No. Huh. I don't know where he is. He must be over laying down on the other side of that roll. That's where he was heading. I don't know where he went. See, I didn't think that'd be cool. Yeah. Yeah, it would be cool if we can both get on together. He's been getting on kind of early. Other morning he was on, it was like 8 o'clock. Usually I'm out here working, trying to get some stuff done, but I kind of like to do these evening ones, because all y'all are off from work and stuff. Yeah, there she is. Staying cold. Going through these comments right now. No, I don't think he's out the passenger side. I think he went over and laid down. I don't know. I got to go find him now. Yeah, there's Foxy right there. There's Wizard. I might find Muffin now. Kind of curious where he went. Here, let me flip this. There we go. I'm pretty sure he went over here and laid down. Oh, there he is. Yeah, there he is right there. Yep, he's over here hiding. Oh, Rufus, he wouldn't be able to hide behind that hay roll. He's still hungry after all them treats. He's still hungry. How many acres do I have? It's like 9 acres right here. Not a lot. Used to be a lot more. This is my grandfather's land, and most of it got away when my grandmother got dementia. The guy come around wanting to buy it, and he got all the land back here behind. He even got more of this land than he was supposed to. He cut across the field back there, and he wasn't supposed to do that. And my grandmother had dementia, was getting early stages of it, and she didn't know. She didn't catch it. It is what it is. Hopefully, through social media and stuff, maybe one day I'll be able to buy it all back. 'Cause I know my grandfather, he went through hell for it. He fought in World War II, and he was in them trenches and stuff over there. I think he was stationed in Italy, but I do know he got frostbite on his feet, and he never was right after that. His legs are real bad from all the frostbite, and I guess all the walking and everything. I don't know. He didn't ever really talk about it a whole lot. His brother, he was killed on the beaches of Normandy. But yeah, that's what he bought all this land with. There's actually I think it was around 200 acres total, but you know how it is. After he passed away, my grandmother needed the money and had to sell some. Then she got dementia, and then it whittled down to nothing, because after they folks around here figured out she had dementia, it was just open season basically. And we weren't here. We was up in town then. We didn't exactly know what was going on at the time. But it is what it is. It's said and done now. I'm not gonna sell none of it. Ain't no more of it gonna get away. If I can, I'll buy it all back. Be my only thing I want is to buy that land back. Do they need any more feed and treats? No, I just went and bought some feed for them today. Went and bought 3 bags. They have plenty of treats. Yeah, I think they're good on treats for right now. Did my grandfather have a short horn? No, I don't guess. He was in World War II. I've heard, I don't know for sure, but I've heard one of his uniforms is in the Smithsonian. It's what I've been told. I don't know for sure. Yeah, I was pretty young when all that went down. So I mean, if I was actually, way, like older, I would have done something about it, but I didn't know what was going on. I was too young. It wasn't until after it was already all sold and then that guy started coming around. Like my parents, they just lost their house and they had actually put a storage shed with everything they had in it. And that guy that got the land, he come up here and he's like, "I want to let y'all know that your storage shed's on me." I said, "What are you talking about? You bought the wood line." He's like, "Oh no, I got half the field too." Okay. Went over and asked grandmother, and she's like, "Oh no, he just supposed to stay in the wood line." He didn't. But that guy right there, he ended up getting probably can't say it, but he ended up getting the C word and the bad stuff, and it ended up eating him up. But even when he was passing away, he was calling trying to get this land. Try calling trying to get the rest of it from my uncle, because my uncle had a little place up here too. You can't really see it. My aunt's right here, and then that was my uncle back there in the back. The dude was trying to call and get that land too. I don't know. That's just greed right there. Ain't never seen nothing like it. Yeah, he's gonna give my uncle a lifetime right there. It's like, well, you ain't gonna take it with you. What you want it all for? I don't know. Wished he's still around. I'd like to ask him. Oh, fuck, rip him up, and he just found that new scratching brush. What do I do with that flashlight? Yeah, he just found it. Up, he's moving around to the side. See, over here is that new brush. He don't know that one's over there yet. Let's wait and see what he does when he finds it. Come on, Muffin, find it. Is he gonna find it? Oh, he's gonna play with Foxy. Dang, I thought he was gonna find it. I wanted to see his reaction. Yeah, I'm going through these comments. Oh, y'all don't have to make donations. I mean, I'm hoping just through the views and stuff, maybe it'll get big enough to where don't have to have donations. I'm patient. It's not going nowhere. It's that land will be there. I'd like to buy it all back, but it'll eventually happen, I'm sure. If it's the Lord's will, it'll happen. I'm glad you're loving the videos. I'm having a good time making them. It's actually one of the funnest jobs I've ever had, making these videos. Always done hard jobs. Working 3 jobs there for a while. They're over here playing. Hold on, let me flip this screen. Might as well just stay on here till this battery runs down on the phone. Try to flip it. I thought I flipped it. There we go. Well, they done quit playing. Yeah, they done stopped. Guess I'll just sit here and go through some of these comments. Answer any questions. Oh yeah. Yeah, I watch out for dishonest folks trying to take advantage now. Learned that at an early age. Gotta watch out and not be like them. That's the biggest thing. Because money isn't everything. I mean, some of these folks act like they do all this stuff and that money's everything when it's not. I mean, you're not going to take it with you. So why go and be dishonest about what you're doing? Makes no sense. It's like just do the best you can and that's enough. Yeah, and it happens every single day. I was watching the other day. There's this dude, and he goes around and mowing yards, and he was mowing for this elderly lady. Her husband had passed away. I think I followed him, but he was out there mowing for this elderly lady. Her yard was growed up, and the dude across the road called the law on him and got mad. But what it was is the city, was giving her violations and stuff for not keeping her yard mowed. Well, he was wanting to get her place through the fines, so he didn't want anybody to come over and mow it and help her out. So he gonna take her house from her. And it was the neighbor across the road. Got all mad and called the law, and the law showed up and they're like, no, you're helping her mow her yard. He was doing it for free. The neighbor across the road got all mad and tried to run him off. He's over there trying to take her house from her. And she was on a walker and couldn't hardly get around. That's just disgusting. Good thing I wasn't mowing that yard because I'd have went off. I don't go for that. I've been through that with my grandmother. That dude taking advantage. I don't go for it. You don't do that kind of stuff. Go back up through these comments up here. I know I missed a bunch. We should do a Friday. Me and Brent should do a Friday evening live. I'll talk to him, see what he's got going on. He's got a lot going on with that house. He's, putting in a well and doing all kinds of stuff. But yeah, I'll see what he's doing. I'm sure we can schedule something. Yeah, he's the one that was telling me. Y'all had told me about the super chat, but he was telling me how to turn it on because I didn't know what it was. I never messed with it before. Yeah, I'd like to have a lot more of us land back for them to get on. Wished I had the rest of that field back there for them to get on, but it is what it is. One of these days, I'm sure. How's my mother doing? She's doing good. She's she's getting around pretty good. She's doing too much, if you ask me. She needs to take it easy. Yeah, he found water. I'm pretty sure he did. He was dropping a rock down in the well, and he was having that chat GPT try to figure out how much water was in the well pipe and stuff. And yeah, I think he got water. Got lots of sun. Well, I've been out here working a lot. Do I ride Wizard? Not anymore. No, 600 feet. Man, he's going to have a heck of a well pump to pump that up. No, I don't ride Wizard anymore. For one, he's too old, and I got hurt really bad on him, and I'm gonna stay off horses. I'm too top heavy. I'll stick to the ATVs. Yeah, he's going to have a heck of a well pump. When we drilled our well, it was like 40 feet we hit water. We got a good water table here. Yeah, we have shallow wells here. But then again, the water's bad. It's not. It's like got a lot of sulfur and stuff in it. It's not bad to drink. It just, I don't know, it tastes real minerally. Yeah, he's on a mountain. He's basically got to drill down past the mountain to get to that water. Yeah, that spring on 79. Yeah, I know where it's at. There's another one over there by Spring Creek Baptist Church. If you go down in front of it down there, there's another one right there in the parking lot. If you when you park in the parking lot, if you kind of walk, it's not advertised, but there's one down there, and there's a pipe and everything. It's been tested, and it's good water comes out of there. Yeah, Spring Creek. You look that up. Spring Creek Baptist Church. There's a well, or it's not a well. It's a pipe coming out of the ground. It's a spring. And it's some good water. Yeah, they had it tested and made sure it was safe and everything, and it's good to go. How's the chicks doing? Oh, they're doing good. Sitting here looking, you said that. I'm seeing if the door's still open, and it is. I got it on an hour delay. I was hoping all of them get in. I might have to check back on that here in a little while. Make sure it closes. Your husband won't let you have horses? Horses are expensive. Yeah, they require a lot of time, and if there's a way for them to get hurt, they will. Why is that? Why is what? Why is that? What? Why is horses expensive? Matt. My name's Matt. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Horses are very expensive. Yeah, actually the cheapest part about a horse is buying the horse. And after you buy them, then you got the feed and the vet and all that. I mean, the farrier. Then you're gonna need horse trailers and ways to transport them. And then if you have to have a farm call, and then you gotta have the land, then you gotta be buying hay, gotta have rolls brought in, then you probably gonna need a tractor. So you gotta get a tractor so you can move your hay and stuff. They're expensive. Yeah, they're most certainly expensive. How old is Wizard? He's going on 20. You have 3 kids to keep you busy. Yeah, they'll do that too. Those are expensive too. I don't have any kids, not yet. How much is the rolls of hay? Depends on where I get them. If I get them from the farm down the road, they're about $50 a roll. But I've got a buddy, the Clydesdale Ranch. Y'all probably seen some of them videos, and those are actually a little cheaper. But I had to go drive to get them. But it's better hay too. It's like $40, I think, a piece. I think 40. Might have been 20. I don't know. It was a good price on it though. But I do know the guy down the road, and I have to go get it with my tractor, and those are $50 a roll. And them last 2 I got from him, I don't know, they look like they've been sitting outside. Did it hurt when Wizard ran into me? Well, it didn't feel good, but no, no, I mean, it just feels like getting hit by something. It's not that bad, but I have a high tolerance for pain too. I did get tossed off of him and broke all these ribs on this side, shattered and broke my wrist and collapsed a lung and still went to work. And then um ended up calling up at the doctor's office and was telling, well, actually, I think I went in for an appointment for something else and was telling him it felt like there was an airbag in my chest, like a sack. And he's like, you got a collapsed lung. You probably need to be in the emergency room. I was like, well, it's not so bad now, not like it was, but it just felt like there was a Walmart sack in my chest. So, yeah, I've been through some stuff, and getting hit by a horse ain't no big deal. It didn't really hurt, but that did hurt when I collapsed that lung. But I went to work. I was working at the salvage yard, mowing yards on the side, and working at Kroger's. And I was still working all three jobs with all that broken ribs and everything. It just, I don't know. I just thought it was bruised. But it was a little more serious than that. I just kept saying, "Ah, cowboy up," these bull riders do it. It's not that hard. Just get over the pain and deal with it. So I did. Yeah, and then still went to work after I found out what was going on. It's like, well, the bills aren't going to wait. You've rescued quite a few horses. Yeah, horses are awesome. I always liked having them around. I don't care anything about riding them anymore, but I like seeing them out here. It's nice to be able to look out back and see them out there and then go out there and feed them and stuff. Why is Wizard called Angry Stallion? Because Wizard is the Angry Stallion. A lot of the times he's either trying to bite you, which I mean, it's just Wizard. That's the easiest way I know how to explain Wizard is he's Wizard. I don't know how to explain it. Sometimes he's nice, sometimes he's not. It's just how he is. Half the time I'm out here, he's either trying to bite me on the back of the neck and run off, or well, he's got better as he's got older, but that's basically Wizard. He'll come up and bite you and run off. Or well, he's never really kicked me. He's never offered to kick me. Not intentionally. As either he's kicking at a horsefly or something, but you can tell when a horse is like intentionally kicking at you. And then when one accidentally is like swatting at something. But yeah, Wizard, he is kind of angry. He's the reason we don't have any goats. I had a lot of goats and they got over with Wizard and that was the end of the goats. Which I still have Oreo. As far as the goats I had before I started doing all this, no, they got over with Wizard. And Wizard does not want anything else on his side. He does not play well with others. We had a donkey. The donkey died of cancer, but yeah, Wizard tried to get him too, but we was able to get him out of there. There's a reason Wizard is separated because that's how he is. He's all right at first, but it's just I don't know. It's like somebody flips the switch and then he just goes wild and just starts pawing and running them out and stuff. That's just how he is. He does not want anybody else in there with him. You can just send them to Muffin Man the Bull. Yeah, I mean that's the way it is down there. It's how folks have been sending them. You could just do like Muffin Man and then last name the Bull. That's how folks have been sending them. Yeah, it's in my bio, the PO box. I don't think I took it down. It should still be there. Going back through these comments. Yeah, it seems like horses always are more expensive. They're always very high maintenance. Wizard's always had bad feet, and that's one thing I've always had to deal with him is when he was young, they were really bad. Like I was having a vet out here all the time, and he would always get these abscess. Like if he stepped on a pebble in the field, it would pierce through the bottom and it would get infected, and I'd have to have the vet out here to get that abscess out. But he's got better about that now. But Wizard, he's always had bad feet, and it's been very expensive keeping him up. Yeah, it's Wizard's got sensitive feet, and it's weird because usually horses with black hooves don't have problems with their feet, but he has. He's always had splits in them. We've tried everything to get the splits out, everything. It's just they just split. I don't know, but they don't get infected anymore. I think he's pretty much got calluses or something built up on him. All kinds of little bugs in there. But he's got better about that. But they do grow weird. Like he needs to be trimmed at least every month, the way his feet grow. Did I have him since he was a baby? Yes. I've had him since he was delivered and I helped deliver him. I'm going back to these comments. Yes, Wizard is blind in one eye. He was younger. He went through a fence, had this high tensile wire up, and he was going to go find him some mares. And he went through a fence, and when that high tensile wire broke, the end of it come back and popped him in the eye. At least I think that's what happened. That's the only thing that makes sense because you can tell it looks like a little pinhole, like a piece of wire hit it. So it was at the same time he went through the fence. So that's what I'm figuring happened. The vet was able to save his eye, but there wasn't much they could do, to bring back his vision. It already detached the cornea, so he was blind in it after that. But after a horse loses one eye, they're careful. They're more careful about that other eye. You see, they tend not to go through the fences and all that. After he got that time, he doesn't go through the fences anymore. I think he learned his lesson. And during that same time, it sliced his leg where the wire got wrapped around it. And that's the way a horse is too. When they go through a fence, most of the time they won't stop. Even if it's cutting them to pieces, they will not stop. They won't stop till that's off their legs. And it cut him pretty good. And the vet had to come out and sew all that back up. And then they had to fix his eye, which they gave me some stuff to put in there and it all healed up, but he still can't see out of it. Wizard, he was something else. He was young. Yeah, y'all just don't even know. Wizard the Angry Stallion, that best fit him. I mean, he's got better. He's like 100 times better than what he was. 'Cause he was a wild child. He's like that buddy that would go to the bars and have too many beers. Well, Wizard was like that. He didn't have too many beers, but oh, he was full of piss and vinegar. I never got him cut because I wanted to breed him and get a colt for myself from him. And he's a beautiful horse. I mean, I just can't see having him cut. And my aunt, she knew this black cowboy and a real nice dude. But he come down here and he wanted a colt from Wizard. He had a mare and he died before he got one. But before he died, he made me promise that he said, "Oh, you better not ever get him cut. You don't cut a horse like that. You don't do it. You just don't do it. You need to promise me now you'll never have him cut." So I promised him. And then after he passed, I was like, well, guess I'm kind of stuck with that promise. So I never did get him cut. And he's been a challenge too. But I have bred him with other horses. I mean, there for a while, I studied him out, and he's got some babies running around. And there's some on the other side of the road up here, from what I understand, from the times he got out. Oh, he was a bad toddler. Yes, he definitely 100% was. Whenever I was breeding him, after he would get done, I'd always give him a bucket of feed. Well, when he started getting out and going around the neighborhood and finding the mares, when he'd do his business, he'd come back and want his bucket of feed. So I wasn't ever sure if he was actually going somewhere. I was like, I think he's just getting out and staying around here. Oh no, he was going off doing his business and then coming back wanting his bucket of feed. So I finally put a GPS on him and figured out what was happening. I was like, oh, he is going somewhere. And then everybody started coming around. I was like, hey, is that stud horse been getting out? I was like, well, I don't know. We got some little colts up here. They're pretty as everything, but I think they might be his. It's like, let me look at them. It's like, I don't know. I don't see the resemblance, and it looks just like Wizard. It's like, yeah, that might be his. I don't know. I don't know. I can't say for sure. Which actually, the place I GPSed him going, I don't think theirs ever had one. So I don't know. I can't say for sure, but they did look like him. They were pretty though. They looked just like him. Everyone I've ever seen one of his colts, they always come out looking like him. It don't matter what he's breeding, they come out looking like a paint. I don't know if they all got the same attitude as him, but if they do, I feel bad for them because they got huh, they're gonna be pistols for sure. He was something else. Yeah, horses will get you. But I think me and old Wizard, I believe we finally come to an understanding. He's got old now, and he doesn't go after me like he used to. He used to, he'd bite me, and I don't know, he just wanting to play, I guess, but just being a stud. But he's actually got a lot better. But I wouldn't get rid of him for nothing. He's just always been around here. He's a big old pet now from Australia. Yeah, I seen that too. I wasn't gonna say nothing. I was just like, what? It's like I think that was a typo. Yeah, you can't get mad at them. They're just doing what they're doing. They're just doing their thing. So that's where a lot of people make a mistake. The animals don't do what they want them to do, and they get mad and start whooping on them and stuff. And you can't do that. You got to be patient. You got to be very patient. Just try to be nice as you can with them. Like Muffin, when I first tried leading him around, he didn't want to lead around. You just got to be slow with them and teach them. You can't get mad and start yelling because that just complicates things. You get mad and start yelling and hooping and hollering, that just freaks them out. And then it's going to be 10 times harder to get them to do what you want. Best thing to do is just keep your patience and stay persistent with them and not get mad. And most time they'll do what you want them to do. A Wizard, he's just always been a rebel. He has too. Had an Amish guy, I thought he's gonna ride him. Cause Wizard is broke to ride. I could ride him, but I don't want to. No. I rode him back to the house after I come off and broke all them ribs. That's the last time I've been on him. I was like, man, if I get on him again, I might not walk away from it. So it's time to quit. Cause I'm top heavy. I come off too easy. So yeah, I had an Amish dude, and he's like, I could ride him. I'll ride him. I was like, man, you want to sign a waiver or something? Because if anything happens, man, I mean, I don't think it's a good idea. And he's like, oh no, I can ride him. I'll tell you right now, I can ride him. Yeah, he got out here riding him, and Wizard sent him about 15 feet in the air too. That's back when he was a little younger. I was like, I told you. He's like, well, I'll try him one more time. I'll try him again. I know I can break him. I know I can. I was like, well, he's broke. He just don't want you on him. Shit. Wizard sent him flying, boy. That Amish dude, he done changed his mind. He's like, that horse is crazy. I was like, no, that horse is Wizard. That's just the way he is. Then I got on him that same day and just kind of rode him around there a little bit. I've been on him since then, but not like riding him, just a little quick burst around with him. But yeah, that Amish had to get on him and show him that he could be ridden. I could ride him. It's just I don't think he likes anybody on him but me. Even me, I think he gets upset with me too sometimes when I'm on his back. Whenever he's done, he's just like, all right, you get off now. There's one time down here, there's a big swamp back here. You can't see it, but I mean, there's a swamp back there behind all them woods, and there's a trail going back there, and it always floods, and it's just a couple feet of water. It's like a duck hunting field, but it was in the summer and we had a lot of rain and water was up pretty good, but he was just, maybe ankle deep in it when I was walking him through it and I was on him and I started smelling it. I was like, uh-oh. I could smell them water moccasins because you can smell them things. And I started smelling them. I was like, oh. I was trying to get him turned around, get him back out of there because I was like, if he sees one, I'm gonna end up on top of that water moccasin. And then I happened to look over next to me and Wizard went right between one, stepped over it, and it's sitting there with its mouth open. There's a cotton mouth, and I was like, oh my gosh, this thing's gonna hit him, and I'm gonna end up sitting on top of this here water moccasin. But it didn't. It didn't strike, and I hurried up and got him out of there too. I was like, yep, time to go. That was pretty close to the same time I quit riding him. And he doesn't like cowboy hats. No, he don't like them. I wore a cowboy hat around here for a while and then figured out he didn't like them because I got tossed off quite a few times for wearing a cowboy hat. Got out here and went through some trees one time, and them trees got up there and scraped on that hat. Oh hell, yeah, he went nuts. He went to the nearest limb that was low to knock me off. I'm sitting here seeing this limb coming like, oh damn, it's gonna hurt. Caught that limb right to the chest, and I come off the back of him. I was sitting there holding on to the limb, and he heard that hat when it went across him that tree. It just kind of scratched that hat and made that scratching sound. And nope. And then our farrier, he wore a cowboy hat, and I was like, you might want to take that hat off around him. And he's like, I ain't taking my hat off no horse. Yeah, he got her bent over in front of him with a hat on too, and Wizard went to lay him over. He walloped him. And I was like, well, you gonna take the hat off now? And he's like, yeah, I'll leave the hat in the truck. It's like, you darn right you'll leave that hat in the truck. I told you. I warned you. He's like, yeah, you warned me. I didn't believe you neither. He's like, you're right. He does not like them. He took his hat off for him too. It took one time, Wizard. He didn't give him any more trouble after that. Yeah, I got a lot of stories from Wizard. Yeah, you can smell them water moccasins. You definitely can. They got a real musty smell about them, like a fishy, musty smell. When you start smelling that, you better start looking around because there's one pretty close. Yeah, I seen that comment up there. I was just like, I don't know about that. I think that's a typo. I probably could write a book. Have to tell it to Chat GPT and let Chat GPT write it and do the pictures and all for it. I don't know. I think old Brent, he's using Chat GPT for a lot. He turned me on to it. I mean, that's how I figured out a lot of stuff. Trying to figure out specs on a truck and was asking it and it was telling me all. I was like, damn, see, it's pretty useful. I'm reading these comments. It's 2:30 a.m. in the UK. Hmm. It's 8:36 here. It'll be getting daylight there before too long. What time does it get daylight? About 5:30 or so? Yeah. What is that? He named it Tiffany or something, Tiffany? Hadn't named mine yet. I guess I need to. I think it's got a Tiffany voice about it though. I think I got the same voice he's got on mine. You have a snake in your house right now? Is it a pet? It must be a pet. Oh, it's not a pet. Well, that's not good. Yeah, they are aggressive snakes. If you're out fishing at night too and you got lights out, they'll come towards that light. Been out there fishing and they've come towards the light, tried to get me. Yeah, they'll come right at it and they see you, they get up there next to you, they'll be striking at you. Had one, I had some boots on. Luckily, they were snake boots. I was sitting by the lake fishing and had a lantern going. And happened to look, I felt something hit my boot. Looked down, down water moccasin sitting there smacking at my boot. It's like, well, I'll be danged. I'd have been wearing tennis shoes. This wouldn't have been good. I think it is legal to write use chat GPT. You like tell it what you want to write, and it'll like put everything together for you the way you want it, but you can pretty much lay out the storyline and then it'll write it, you know, and then you can go in and change it as you go. Y'all have rattlesnakes? We have them here also. They're not bad. We just started getting them here in the past couple of years. And we started getting rattlesnakes and some other ones, armadillos. We didn't used to have them. We got them now. You live in the city, you have codes. Yeah, those things can be a nuisance. They'll get your cats and your dogs. 639. I've always heard them armadillos carry leprosy. Going back to these comments. Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea for Brent to be hugging Rufus. King snakes. I don't kill any of them. I mean, I used to when I was younger, but now I don't. Unless they're up here in the field with the horses and stuff and Muffin. They was up here messing around. That might be a different story. I ain't gonna confirm or deny that. It just depends on where they're at and what they're doing, how aggressive they are. Will I ever let Foxy ride in a truck? Probably not. It's not about letting her ride in here. It's about she don't want to be in here. She might get in here, but she does not want to be in here when it's closed up and it wouldn't be safe. Well, sometimes you don't thin out the herd a little bit. Things can get bad. You can create an unsafe environment without the intention of it. because I have seen cows and stuff get bit, and we've had our dogs bit, and it's not good when they start coming up here to the house like that, especially them venomous snakes. Which, if I can, I'll relocate them, but they start coming up and eating my chickens and biting the dogs and stuff, then we have problems. So I'm not going to have that. Do they all go to bed and sleep at the same time every evening? What, the cows or the chickens? Oh, I see the chicken coop just closed. Yeah, the chickens, they all go in at the same time, and the cows, they just go in whenever they want. I think they're over there eating right now. They might have went to the barn. No, there's Muffin. Muffin's still standing here. Oh, yep, he's still standing here. I don't know where Foxy went. She must have went to the barn. Yeah, I think she went to the barn. Yeah, Muffin usually stays out here till I leave, and then he'll go be with her. But if I'm around, he's usually pretty close. Wouldn't know what to do if old Muffin wasn't out here. He's just so cool. Definitely watches me and hangs out with me. Stays pretty close. He's something else. Well, I hate to get off here, but I got to get to the house. Get something on for supper. Feed the dogs and stuff. All right, y'all have a good one. I appreciate all of you joining me. Everybody that donated and did the super chat, I appreciate you. Y'all have a good one. Take it easy.